Welcome to Eurogain Production. Продолжаем прохождение игры The Council. Тайны становятся все более таинственными. Детектив становится все более детективным. Вот у нас... мы выяснили страшную тайну в прошлой части в конце. Пришел Жак Перю. И что-то сейчас будет.
Don't make a move, you clowns!
Everybody keep calm.
Don't say a word or I'll shoot your kid! Not so clever now, are we? At last I found a way to put the pressure on you, Mortimer.
Look, just calm down, monsieur.
You stopped me from ending it all. Because of you, I
Успокойте
had
Жака
to pay for
Перю.
it.
Так, мне нужно снять отрицательный эффект, но я не хочу сейчас тратить очки,
He's in your
пожалуй.
soul. I never want to feel that again.
Jack, I did not betray you.
You're just like him.
И что дальше? У меня нет, у меня нет столько очков в любом случае. Ну, притворимся
I
валенками.
don't even know what this is all about.
It's quite simple. You're like them.
If that's enough to make me unforgivably evil, then I'd prefer you shoot. But I don't feel as if I've changed. I'm still the same man I was an hour ago.
They will corrupt you. It's inevitable.
And I won't be able to resist, like you are now.
Well...
Give me the benefit of the doubt. Think about it a moment.
So, what are you gonna do now? You've just found out your true nature. What difference does it make?
Никаких изменений. Ну, все будет
Jack,
как
I can
прежде.
assure you that what Lord Mortimer just told me makes no difference.
That's what you think. But you're already in his hands. And you don't even know it, Louis.
No, Jack, it's the contrary. Everything that's been happening here has been carefully planned by the Golden Order for months, and everything is going exactly as planned. Lower your weapon. It's all right. It's over. You'll make it through, and you're going to get your life back.
You're just like him. You are already. You can't see it, or you don't want to see it, but it's already too late. In fact, I haven't got any choice.
You always have a choice. You know very well what will happen to you if you shoot me.
Раз это помечено точечкой, возможно, это то, что нам нужно. Тем более, кто не может противостоять. Благородные планы. Вот на это вот ему уж точно плевать. Тут он может противостоять, тут он не знает, какие там благородные планы. Ты особо ничего не сделает. Короче, вот это.
Going to be held accountable,
надавить на
and you
его
will lose everything, starting with your
слабые
freedom,
места.
and then your head.
I told you, I don't care.
Not about yourself, maybe, but what about your daughter? It wouldn't be the same for her, would it?
Shut up! Shut up!
She will be alone, in a world that you know is hostile. What will become of her?
That's true, but...
Don't abandon her. Not a second time. It's your last chance, my friend. It's over. Come now, monsieur.
You know what I told you. Evil and good depend on you, and not on your nature.
Yes, it's true, and the same holds true for all of us.
Monsieur Peru, I am willing to overlook this latest scene. You can thank my son for that. I think, however, that you ought to take your leave for your good and ours, as well as that of your daughter.
На этом начинаются новые сложности, связанные, так сказать, с нашей роднёй настоящей
Not
ночи.
too shaken up. You've experienced many significant events since your arrival.
No,
Okay.
not really.
I'm impressed by your ability to remain composed, not to let yourself become overwhelmed by your emotions. For now, I think you ought to find Sarah, my son. You ought to talk things over with her.
So she's been lying to me all along?
Let her justify herself. What's done is done. Sarah must explain herself. You must clear the air. We'll have all the time we need to talk afterwards. But all in good time. Before you join her, I'd like to give you something. As a demon, I would like to introduce you to your first talent.
What do you mean?
Open your mind, my son. Relax. You hold immense power. It's already there inside you. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Just let me show you the way.
I should relax.
Open your mind. Hear my voice. Feel the vibrations and listen to what has been happening to you deep inside, but which you have been concealing. Trust yourself. It's all already in there.
I can hear something.
Now breathe.
It's
И при этом нам это никак не
sound,
поможет в
very
прохождении, да?
faint.
That's right.
Нам нужны вот эти
Concentrate on it.
несчастные ромбики концентрации,
My
чтобы
voice is
использовать
growing
навыки.
fainter, but I am here.
Whispers, words, mixed voices.
Focus on one of them. Don't be afraid.
I sense a stream. Some words are clear, but not all of them.
Let them enter into your mind.
Hear them. Now I can hear a clear voice.
Well done, Louis. Congratulations.
What was it?
You are now able to read people's minds.
What?
You heard me. From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts. So, if you need to know something in particular from someone, all you have to do is make them think about it.
Это великолепно, но это неправильно
It'd be
все-таки.
a violation of their most intimate thoughts, wouldn't it?
To begin with, there's nothing obliging you to do it. You already had the ability without even knowing it. I
в
just
итоге,
gave you
чтобы
the
наталкивать
option
на мысли, нам
of
нужны
putting it
будут
into
навыки.
practice if you want. Moreover, it would be wrong to evoke morality here. Every species is different, Louis, and this is the way we are made. That's all there is to it. You are free to use this talent or not. And what's more, it will be up to you to decide what to do with the thoughts you read. That is where the values of right and wrong do come into play. There are also a few rules you need to know that govern this talent when used between ourselves. You can read the thoughts of demons as well as of humans. But be careful. A demon more experienced than yourself will know that you are spying and will often react quite
То есть холмом
violently.
нам не
It's
нельзя
considered
это
bad form
делать.
to play around the psyche of another demon. It's a question of courtesy. But let's be clear. What is most considered bad form is getting caught. So I would advise against trying to read the thoughts of Gregory, for example.
Home?
Yes, the old grump is touchy and rather a stickler about the conventions. On that note, go and see Sarah, Louis. Otherwise, she might leave without you. We'll continue this discussion later if you want. Just join me in my study when you've finished.
Чтение мыслей. Теперь вы можете читать мысли своих собеседников. При каждом чтении мысли тратится 1 очко эссенции. Вы можете вернуть 1 очко, если столкнетесь с устойчивостью. 2, если воспользуетесь слабостью. И 3, если выпьете настойку якорца. Так, настойка якорцев — это то, что у нас вроде как слабости показывает. Вроде как. В любом случае мы будем возвращать это все по мере диалогов, так или иначе, но для слабости и устойчивости нам нужны навыки. Чтобы использовать навыки, нужно, во-первых, убрать отрицательный эффект, который у меня сейчас есть. Что это? Нет, я на нем не буду это пытаться делать. Наверное,
You're right.
пора.
I need to go now.
С одной стороны, приходит какой-то мужик, говорит, что я твой батя. Вот это
See
пока
you later,
прилично.
Lord Mortimer.
One more thing. If you want to know the truth about your birth, ask her about Paris, 1763, at 12 Rue des Martyrs. That's where she disemboweled your mother to steal you from me.
То есть мы попадаем в перепалку
It's
двух
not that I regret
демонов.
all these discussions, but I must
Так,
hurry
где
to the
выход?
wharf.
Мы попадаем в перепалку между двумя демонами и находимся теперь уже на линии огней. И чем это все закончится, даже несмотря на то, что сами мы являемся демонами, чем хорошим это не закончится. Наверняка в конце надо будет выбирать. И вроде как, с одной стороны, Сара нас растила вот все это время, несмотря на то, что она демон. Но при этом
Emily,
она нас
what are you
обманывала.
doing here? You wouldn't have seen... Mother? No! No, what's happened? No, Mother! No!
She's ruined my life, Louis. I am sorry.
What were you thinking?
Emma meant everything to me. Your mother destroyed everything by shooting her. She was me, and I was her. Dear God, I beg you, make him kill me. I've had enough of it all. I no longer have the strength in me.
Я не хочу. Я не хочу ее убивать, наверное. Узнав некоторые обстоятельства по поводу того, кто была вот эта Сара, конечно, лучше вот какой-то из этих вариантов выбрать, но ладно.
Get out of here! Why have you always lied to me? Why didn't you ever tell me I was his son?
Успех я помешал Наполеону завладеть копьем Лангина, убедил Жака Перью опустить оружие, узнал о том, что я демон. Неудача, не успел спасти Сару, позволил леди Хилсборо застрелить Сару. Не узнал, о чем лгала Сара Дериши. Я мог поговорить с Мануэлем Гадоем. Да ладно, такая себе развилка. Вот про Сару непонятно. Я не знаю тогда, чего надо было или не надо было делать, чтобы это успеть. В любом случае, в итоге мы остались без руки, без матери. Стали демонами. Все здорово. Можно просто захватить другое тело и продолжить жить. Это прекрасно. Это была часть 12, глава 12, прощание. Так, навыки. Так, оккультизм. Докачиваю. Клонение частично докачиваю. Манускрипты, я не знаю, где вот эта часть одна находится, и тут тоже не знаю.
Rational and open. I spent my whole life swimming in lies. Emily, what a waste. I feel like I know nothing. That I have to learn everything all over again. I'm a demon. I age more slowly. I can mentally manipulate people. I don't even know if it's a good thing or a curse.
Я не знаю, да и нейтрально к этому отношусь пока, потому что особо ничего положительного или отрицательного про демонов нам пока не показали. Наверное, это дар.
No, this is an advantage. I could get used to this pretty quickly, I think. Damn it, what a mess.
В любом случае, нам придется теперь с этим жить, ну, в Луи, главному герою.
Demon or not, I'm still in charge of my actions. And this father, I know nothing about. Yes,
Вот-вот.
I've still got a lot to learn. It's enough to drive you crazy. Everything I believed in, nothing holds true anymore. Pull yourself together, man. I need to find some answers. There's no way of being alone for a minute?
Нет, нельзя побыть одному минутки. Отворите дверь.
Sir Gregory?
Good day, Louis. I think it would be good to talk. How are
На
you
нем мы
feeling?
не используем ничего.
I don't know.
I understand. I heard that William spoke to you at last about our nature and our family. It's a good thing, but you must be a bit shaken up.
That's the least you can say.
I bid you welcome among us, Louis. Knowing William, he probably didn't go into any detail about our family, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Так. Я тут ничего не
How
потратила.
long has our family been in existence?
We have been here since the very beginning.
Устойчивость.
What do you mean, exactly?
Are you trying to get information from me?
No, not at all. I was just wondering why that particular question seemed to disturb you.
Let us
Странно.
not insist then.
Это
You
просто
yourself
вопрос.
weren't very convinced by the question, it seems.
Ну, это просто же вопрос, это как-то странно.
What's Lord Mortimer's problem?
I think he allows himself to be devoured by a need for recognition.
Has he always been like that?
More or less, but thinking about it, I believe that the birth of our latest sibling greatly accentuated his discomfort.
Do you think he's jealous?
I didn't realize you were so good at behavioral analysis. Indeed, William certainly is prone to jealousy. Finding one's place, notably in the eyes of our father, is not easy, and we each do what we can to succeed. But I can't justify this perpetual rebellion against
Я
our rules.
использую эликсир или что это, чтобы снять отрицательный эффект.
How many of us are there in the family?
We are 8 brothers and sisters.
What do you mean by brothers and sisters if we can change bodies?
You reason with logic. We have retained the human habit. When we first come into this world, we retain a certain attachment to our first envelope. If we are born as a man, we are brothers. If we are born as a woman, we are sisters. But I must admit, it has absolutely no real importance. They're just bodies.
Well, tell me then, are there any other families like ours?
There are officially 7, but we're the oldest and therefore the most powerful.
Is there a head of the family?
You'll see. You'll meet them all, of course, when you are ready. They created us and set out the rules, especially our father. As for our mother, she retired from the political stage. We don't see her much anymore. I think that all these questions simply bore her.
I see. There is still much to learn.
Yes, it's true. You've got some catching up to do, my boy. One thing you must understand regarding any disagreements that might arise between William and myself is his position with regard to mankind.
What do you mean?
Well, for centuries we've been trying to help and therefore preserve humanity. Monarchies are simple and practical. They enable us to inspire humanity efficiently, and I can't understand why William wants to replace them with democracy.
Ну, в принципе,
But
прав.
if your intention is not to dominate the human race, why not let them be master of their own destinies?
I perfectly understand this type of reaction from you, less from William. The main thing you're lacking is time. Man is transient, and one of his particularities is that he does not learn from the errors of his peers. He uses up an incredible amount of energy building and destroying whatever he himself has put into place. If we weren't here to help them, guide them, I sincerely believe that humanity would have become extinct by now. We are eternal, Louis. When we plan ahead, we do it for the long term.
Почему он выбрал тогда уродливое такое тело?
Yes, I understand, but that's more like tyranny, isn't it?
Well, it's all a question of your point of view. From man's point of view, I can understand how he would have that impression if ever he found out. But don't forget your true nature. From the
Ну,
demon
это понятно.
in
Те,
other words,
кто,
ours,
так сказать,
letting man
угнетают,
do as
они
he thinks
всегда
fit would equate to
оправдываются.
letting him race to his own demise.
But what about man's freedom to choose?
That is man's worst enemy, Louis. Imagine a creature that dies without reaching the age of adulthood. It remains a child. We have to help him, otherwise he will put himself in
Это не
danger.
помощь.
It has taken centuries
Это
for our
принятие
family
решений из-за
to
этого
establish
в ребенка
relative
условно.
peace between demons. Thanks to this policy, we have been able to decide everything by confining the other families to subordinate roles. And now William is obsessed with disrupting everything.
Peace between demons? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about conflicts within our family. If that was all there was, everything would be fine. But several other families, younger but nonetheless powerful, are trying to upset the balance. At present, we dominate most of the major countries around the globe. some families are pushing, via less influential countries, to gain ground. Do you understand?
As best I can, yes.
When the time comes, you must take up a position on the political chessboard. I only hope your father doesn't take you down with him.
Что-то вот кажется, что он нами пытается манипулировать, если честно, и хочет склонить нас на свою сторону, поэтому я не буду доверять ни ему, ни нашему новоиспеченному бате.
Are you offering me an alliance?
Louis, I do not believe that just because your father is mistaken, all is lost for you. You owe William nothing, so there's nothing obliging you to support him. I want you to make an informed choice. Now go and see your father, see what he has to say, and then think it over very carefully.
That's exactly what I intended to do. Thank you, Uncle.
Don't mention it. If I've been able to help you in any way, go now.
Так, что ж, куда нам сходить? Я хочу сходить навестить эту барышню. Где она живет вообще? Вот, тут она живет. Ой, это нажал. Да, туда. А то она сейчас возьмет и сама застрелится, и будет грустно. А вдруг она нам еще по сюжету нужна была бы. Либо сделает только хуже, и она застрелится из-за наших
Emily,
слов.
can I come in?
No, it's not a good time. Not right now. Leave me alone.
I can tell from your voice that there's something wrong. Let me in. We have to talk, Emily.
I said no, goddamn you.
Понятно.
You've been drinking. Why aren't I surprised? Do you think you'll find the solution in alcohol?
Get out of here, Louis. I told you not to come in.
Она типа разделась, там платье сняла, и прическа по-прежнему идеальная. Хотя у нее платье такое, которое вроде как не надо снимать через голову. Зачем вы платите? В чем она далеко зашла?
First your sister, now my mother? How far will your anger go?
Do you really think I'm not suffering? You know nothing. You understand nothing.
On the contrary, everything that goes on in here is much bigger than you and me. You made your choices and now you're going to have to take responsibility for them. Look, I must tell you something important. Emily, listen to me.
I'm fed up with talking.
It's about what's happening here. It's about Mortimer and Holm.
I know they are demons.
That's not all.
Go on.
I'm one of them, Emily. I'm a demon too.
I know.
But how?
Sir Gregory stopped by to tell me. He wanted to bid me a welcome.
I don't understand.
Welcome to the family.
You? You're his daughter?
Mortimer's daughter, Louis.
That makes you my sister?
Yes. Just the thought of the night when I suggested that we... I feel so ashamed, Louis. And that means Emma is your sister too.
Shit. I spent the night with my own sister?
I was attracted to you from the moment we first spoke on the
Неожиданно,
boat. Now I understand why. Do you realize what that means? I'm a monster.
Я тоже. Мы тоже монстры.
We couldn't have
Ошибка.
known.
Это все была
We made a mistake,
ошибка.
damn it.
Oh, that feeling. It hurts all of a sudden.
Чего такое происходит? Что происходит?
She's there. I can feel her inside me. She's trying to read my thoughts.
Emily, don't do that. Get out of my mind, please. Let me remind you that it's forbidden between demons.
Sorry, Louis.
Ах
I
ты,
didn't want to.
I have a sister.
хорошая женщина какая.
It's very strange for me too. A sister for a brother.
Yes.
Yes. I must get some rest. I must ask you to leave me now.
All right, but don't finish that bottle.
Don't start now. I would like to get some sleep.
I'll be leaving you then. Thank you, Emily.
Понятно, во всех чертах. Нам его показали, писали и так далее. Тут, получается, целое семейство этих демонов-то приехало. Я не удивлюсь, если Вашингтон это тоже демон, но из другого какого-нибудь семейства. В общем, тайны становятся все более таинственными, да. Где подъем наверх? Все туда же, да? Давай. Так, сюда нельзя. Кто тут? Первый. Он собирается вроде как
Leave
уезжать.
me, Derishay. I want nothing more to do with you. I'll have left within the hour, and I wish never to see you again for the rest of my life.
Какой ты бяка-бука злой, фу. Действительно же ничего не поменялось. Но вот пока вот этими молодыми, так сказать, новоиспеченными демонами не начнут манипулировать и командовать эти более старые, они, никак не поменяются, как люди, я думаю. Ну, как люди, как демоны.
Louis,
Кто-то.
busy as always, I see. How lucky you are. I must admit I'm trying to kill the boredom myself.
I get the impression we're all in the same boat.
And here I was thinking you might have some juicy gossip.
Нет, не рассчитывай, не расскажу. А какой? Я помню, что да, этот герцог Аль... Как его герцог? Альдент, как его зовут? Вот от него, может, что-то знает.
Nothing at all. And you?
I would like to be able to say yes, but it's been dead quiet. The only one with anything to say is Duke Manuel. But with that accent of his, I don't understand a word he says. It's exasperating.
Right. I've wasted enough time.
I'll keep our conversation to myself, Mr. President. Anyway, I must be going now.
See you later, Louis.
Сейчас снова начнется какой-то диалог, где нам нужно будет вычленять, видимо, правду, искренность в словах по поводу отношения Мортимера к будущему человечеству.
Louis, I was sure you would stay.
А я
I'm
могла
proud of
уйти, что ли?
You've made the right choice. You must have been disappointed not to have been able to speak to Sarah one last time. I would have liked her to tell you herself.
Well, I guess I'll never know now.
Если ты не он подослал
Even so,
Эмили, не
there is
настроил
one
ее
more
как-то
thing
против
I haven't told you
Сары
about her.
еще больше.
Sarah was my daughter.
What? But why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might
What?
be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say. Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
According to him, the family is a prickly subject for you.
He exaggerates. I don't have problems with all our family, far from it. I admit I find it difficult to follow the path set out before me sometimes. I don't share their vision, and they don't understand me.
They find you unstable.
I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries now, demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
Мне кажется, они оба что-то не договаривают или врут.
Entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof, food, and entertainment, he will do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man can move mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
Do you have any more examples?
Of course.
Talk to me about slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in unbearable conditions. Tomorrow, if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will bless you for it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as a workforce. What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives as they really are, without any moral judgment.
And what would you propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of education to the system. We could guide humanity from a young age, Louis, don't you see? Today we are wasting too much time.
Tell me what you think about progress.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women. As soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically, it will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the Cultural Revolution that printing brought about. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach, otherwise man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits, and it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity is not yet evolved enough to make any progress on this subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So,
Этот
that's your
как-то
objective,
виляет,
is it? To understand
как
who we
будто
are.
бы Что-то там, какое-то дно скрывается под его вот этими всеми фразами.
I understand your goal, but the change you propose is not really a significant one. It is merely more smoke and mirrors.
You must understand that we directly depend on men. Consequently, we have to do our utmost to help them progress and to prevent them from killing each other.
Ну, вот это, в принципе, нереально, он там что-нибудь нам расскажет. Самостоятельность, полная самостоятельность, это... Наверное, это плохо, раз это вот демоны, как они говорят, высшие существа, возможно, им неведомы некоторые слабости, пороки, но ведомы другие. И они могут как-то контролировать вот эту вот бездумную свободу, наличие огромной бездумной свободы. Поэтому самостоятельность людям нельзя давать. Ну, это если вот в контексте вот этой игры смотреть, скажем так.
And
Да,
you
вот так
think
вот.
that's been a success? Humanity? It's almost always at war. And it's been this way forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the task is easy. We've all had failures. And at times we have even suffered from conflicts on our own side. I'm doing my best to improve the situation. Our family clings to its privileges and to the past. And that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least, Louis. It's about taking control of a person.
А я не хочу, например, как бы игра сейчас мне говорит делать то, что я не хочу, и в конце концов я буду как бы подлость буду делать. Не хочу.
I don't see how I could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Интересно.
Okay,
Интересно.
let's not waste any more time.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure the success of this project.
Он
To
использует
make this happen,
нас.
I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed sides. Here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes.
Вот
Very
так.
well. And then?
You're going to have to
Говорит, что
trust
это не
me.
нравится.
What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Интересно,
Very
может
well.
ли не получиться, или это
Go now.
обязательная
The
часть
Cardinal is in his
сюжета?
room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just
Татуировки.
bring it back to me, and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Так, это мы читали. В общем, нам предлагают совершить подлость Мортиме. Учитывая то, что он такой, ты наш сын, значит, теперь ты сделаешь все ради того, чтобы твой любимый батя, не знаю, что он добивается, но чтобы твой любимый батя победил в каких-то вот этих вот их дебатах. Где комната этого кардинала? Так, туда пойду по кругу. В общем, что-то хочет Мортимер добиться победой вот в этом собрании. Я не понимаю пока, чего он хочет. Вроде как он представляет то, что мы не будем... Я не буду там, лично он, как бы, не против того, чтобы... Точнее, против того, чтобы порабощать человечество. Хочет дать ему свободу, но при этом... Я не знаю, не может все так быть гладко ровно. Наверняка в этом письме можно будет выбрать... Можно будет выбрать какой-то другой вариант, как, например, попросить поддержать Холма, вот мы пришли. Но я думаю, что уже мы это будем делать в следующей части, потому что сколько мы будем порабощать кардинала, сколько мы будем писать письма, все это непонятно. Еще нужно это унести, возможно, кто-то в комнату ворвется, что-то не получится у нас, там мы из Пьяджи вылетим, как пробка из шампанского, вдруг он же демон, как бы вообще прям как будто бы молодой-молодой. В общем, мы это будем делать все уже в следующей серии. А пока всем спасибо за просмотр. Ссылки на предыдущие видео будут в конце данного ролика. Ссылка на плейлист будет внизу в описании под видео. Если вам нравится то, что я делаю, поставьте лайк, напишите комментарий. Если хотите, подпишитесь на канал. Мне будет очень приятно. А пока всем еще раз спасибо за внимание. Всем пока.